collective encounters for me has given me, I'd say, a life outside of the drug and alcohol sector, so to speak, because I think before joining Collective Encounters I was very involved with the various services that are on offer for drug and alcohol, because I've had drug and alcohol problems. And Collective Encounters just opened a new world for me in a way, giving me an interest outside of, getting better almost. It's just sort of, it almost created like a second family in a way. I just sort of love just coming here and, we do talk occasionally about drugs and alcohol and blah blah blah, but that's a different world, and so Collective Encounters is it's just something totally different, totally related to those sorts of things, and it's just a great place to come and have fun, I would say. For definite, yeah, because at the end of the day, a lot of the issues and a lot of subjects that we talk about, for example, the homelessness, they don't have a voice, and in a way, Collective Encounters is a voice for them to highlight the problems that they've got. And I think, certainly on the latest production we're doing, Cracked, I do believe that the show shows that these people are real people. Homeless people are real people, that they've got families, they've got a history. They're not just at the stereotypical drug or alcoholic, drug addict or alcoholic. They're real people, and we can sort of show their background and their stories. They've got family, they've got real issues. That's why they are homeless, not just because they're addicted to whatever substance. There's a real reason why they are homeless, and I think just highlighting that and showing that the human side of them, I think is very important. Yeah, I would say. This show, I would say, is quite a technical show in terms of some of the acting methods we're using. Like, we're using a lot of direct address, so we're actually addressing the audience and speaking to them in character, and that's actually quite challenging. So rather than sort of just standing there and delivering your lines, we're actually almost having a conversation with people in the audience, and it's not, what's the word? It's can be quite off-putting, actually trying to have a conversation with someone. So that's been a challenge, I would say. It's very daunting at first, because you think, I'm just not going to remember these at all, and so I've tried to do it sort of like quite methodically, I suppose, rather than just looking at the whole script. I've just broke it down into segments, I suppose, I've tried to do actions whilst I'm doing the speaking, whilst I'm learning my lines. So if I have to do certain, get myself into a certain position, whilst I'm saying a line, or either before or after a line, I'll do the actions as well whilst trying to learn the lines, so that when they come into the actual show, hopefully it looks quite seamless. So I try to break it down and just do it step by step, and not try and overface myself. If I've learned a particular scene that night, I'll go, right, okay, I'm happy with that. You know, let's leave it for now and let's move on to the next one tomorrow. New goals. Well, yeah, I have really, I suppose. I'd like to explore after this show. I'd like to. I mean, I've been thinking about it for a while. I'd like to, you know, see what I can do professionally. You know, potentially try and get some paid work, which would be good. So yeah, that's been bubbling away for a while. But I think, you know, having done this show and I'd like to pursue that further, I would say. I'd say, Rich, you just sort of, you know, you've done very well overcoming your alcohol issues, but you know, you need something else to direct yourself towards. So just give Collective Encounters a go, because I'd say that, you know, I'd just say that my whole general happiness and well-being is just massively improved since I've started doing stuff with Collective Encounters. You know, my confidence has just gone woo. You know, and you know, you lose a lot of self-esteem when you're in the darkness, and I'd say that, you know, Collective Encounters, I've sort of gained all that back, and I've just got a real sense of happiness about me generally. You know, even in my home life, you know, when I wake in the morning, it's not like, oh my God, it's like, whoa, wow, what we're doing today at Collective Encounters, and it's just like, it's great waking up, and yeah, it's just brilliant.